Every man wants meaning, but not every man is willing to walk where God sends him. We say we want purpose, but what we really want is comfort that feels purposeful. We want God to use us, just not in ways that stretch us. But the truth is, God's call rarely fits into the life you built for yourself. Look at Abraham. God told him, "Leave your country, your family, and your father's house, and go to the land I will show you." No map, no plan, just go. That's what calling feels like. It doesn't come with clarity, it comes with movement. God said, "Go," and Abraham obeyed, and the world was changed through that one yes. Look at Moses. He ran from Egypt, but God sent him right back to the place of his greatest failure, to face Pharaoh, the most powerful man alive. God doesn't call men to comfort. He calls them to confrontation, confronting fear, confronting failure, confronting the lies that say you can't. And Peter, he didn't walk on water because he was brave. He walked because he heard a voice say, "Come." He stepped out, trembling, but he stepped out. That's what faith is. It's not confidence. It's surrender. Faith isn't seeing the road. It's walking when you can't. It's trusting that one step of obedience will hold when everything in you is screaming that you'll drown. You keep asking God for clarity, but He's not hiding the path. He's training your trust. If He showed you the whole story, you'd probably run the other way. If you saw the storms before the miracles, the rejection before the reward, the breaking before the blessing, you'd never say yes. So instead, He gives you one step, one word, one whisper, and waits for your obedience. When God calls a man, He doesn't hand him comfort, He hands him fire. He calls him to build what others won't, to pray when others sleep, to lead when others hide, to speak when everyone else stays silent. That's what makes calling lonely sometimes, because purpose doesn't come with applause. It comes with weight, the kind of weight that shapes your soul, tests your heart, and burns out everything that doesn't belong. You keep wondering why it feels so hard, why you feel unseen, why it feels like no one understands what you're carrying. But maybe that's because your assignment isn't supposed to be understood. It's supposed to be obeyed. Many are called, but few are chosen. Not because God picks favorites, but because few say yes. The difference between the called and the chosen isn't talent, it's obedience. The chosen ones answered. They didn't wait until they had it all together. They obeyed in imperfection. They moved even when they were scared. They trusted even when it didn't make sense. You've been waiting for a sign, but what if the sign is simply that you're still here, still breathing, still hearing this right now? Maybe God's been calling you, not with a loud voice, but with a quiet tug, that feeling you can't shake, that restlessness that won't go away. That's not anxiety, that's assignment. Stop chasing signs. Stop chasing perfect timing. Start chasing obedience. Because obedience will always lead you into purpose, even if the road looks like chaos at first. You'll find your purpose on the other side of yes, saying yes to God, yes to what you don't understand, yes to what you can't control, yes to the fire that refines you. The man God calls doesn't live for comfort, he lives for impact. He builds altars, not platforms. He seeks heaven's approval, not man's applause. And maybe that's what God is doing in you right now. Maybe that's why He's been stripping things away. You thought He was punishing you, but He's preparing you. He's teaching you to walk with empty hands, so He can fill them with His power. He's breaking your dependence on outcomes, so you can depend on Him. You've been asking, God, when will I see it? But He's asking, when will you trust me? Because the moment you say yes, fully, honestly, completely, you step into what you were born for. This is the tension every man faces, comfort or calling, and you can't have both. You can stay where it's safe, or step into the unknown, where God's voice leads. But the truth is, the safest place you can ever be is inside His will, even when it looks like fire. When Daniel said yes, he ended up in a lion's den, but the lions bowed to the God he served. Saying yes will cost you something, but saying no will cost you everything. Maybe God's been calling you for a while now, to step out, to surrender, to forgive, to lead, to trust. And you've been waiting for perfect timing, perfect conditions, perfect confidence. But there's no such thing. There's only faith. God never called perfect men. He called willing ones, and He turned their weakness into strength, their fear into faith, their obedience into history. So don't wait for peace before you move. Peace doesn't come before obedience. It comes after it. You don't need to know the whole story. You just need to trust the author, the same God who called Abraham, Moses, Peter. He's calling you right here, right now, not because you're qualified, but because He loves showing His strength through broken men who simply say yes. So answer the call, even if your voice shakes, even if your legs tremble, even if you don't see the outcome. Because when you walk where He leads, you'll find meaning deeper than success, purpose greater than comfort, and life fuller than anything you could have built on your own. You were never called to fit in, you were called to follow, and the one you're following, he's worth everything you'll leave behind. So go, step out, say yes, and don't look back.